What if one red carpet appearance could suddenly make the whole internet stop and ask a question nobody expected? Is one of Hollywood's most iconic stars quietly stepping back into the spotlight? Because when Penelope Cruz appeared at the closing ceremony of the Cannes Film Festival in France, people weren't just talking about fashion. They weren't only talking about elegance either. Fans started asking something much bigger. Why does this moment feel different? After years of quieter public attention, one appearance suddenly had everyone looking again. And trust me, this story goes way beyond one glamorous dress. For many people watching, the moment felt strangely nostalgic. Cameras flashed. Headlines exploded. Social media filled with reactions calling her appearance timeless, effortless, and surprisingly powerful. But here's what made it interesting. This didn't feel like another celebrity photo op. There was something about the energy surrounding the moment that immediately pulled attention back toward her career, her legacy, and what could happen next. And that's where things started getting interesting. Because while some celebrities arrive at Cannes and disappear from conversation within hours, Penelope's appearance kept gaining momentum. Reports around the festival highlighted how she appeared at the closing ceremony, serving the kind of classic glamour people say feels rare in modern celebrity culture. Instead of chasing trends, she looked completely comfortable in a timeless image that reminded audiences why she became one of Hollywood's most recognizable stars in the first place. And suddenly people started remembering something important. Penelope Cruz has never really needed controversy to stay relevant. For years, she built a reputation through performances, prestige projects, and quiet confidence rather than constant headlines. While newer stars dominate social media conversations almost every week, Penelope somehow stayed respected without always needing to dominate the news cycle. But that calm image may actually be why this Cannes moment hit harder than expected. Because after years of seeing chaotic celebrity drama everywhere, audiences seemed genuinely surprised by something simple, elegance that didn't feel forced. And that's when the internet started asking questions. Was this simply a beautiful Cannes appearance? Or was Hollywood quietly reminding everyone that Penelope Cruz still carries serious star power? Fans online began revisiting old interviews, award moments, and career milestones. Suddenly, clips from earlier appearances resurfaced. Discussions popped up about her lasting impact in film. Some viewers even wondered whether a major career chapter might be approaching again. Now, to be clear, there's no confirmed, massive comeback announcement. But reports and fan discussions have sparked curiosity about renewed industry attention around her recent and upcoming work. And if there's one place where career momentum often shifts overnight, it's Cannes. Festivals like this have a way of putting stars back into cultural conversations faster than almost anything else. But people weren't only staring at the moment itself, they were paying attention to what it represented. Because celebrity culture has changed dramatically. Once upon a time, stars felt mysterious. Audiences didn't know every tiny detail about their lives. Red carpets actually meant something. Appearances felt like events. Today, endless content and daily updates make celebrity moments disappear fast. Yet somehow, Penelope Cruz stepping onto that carpet felt like old Hollywood energy suddenly returned for one night. And people noticed. Some fans online described it as refreshing. Others said it reminded them of a period when movie stars felt larger than life. Not louder, not messier, just magnetic. But the story doesn't stop there. Because while Penelope drew attention in France, another familiar face was making headlines somewhere completely different. At nearly the same time, Camila Mendes appeared at the premiere of Masters of the Universe in São Paulo, Brazil, bringing a totally different kind of celebrity energy into the spotlight. And honestly, the contrast was impossible to ignore. On one side, Penelope Cruz represented timeless glamour and classic cinematic presence. On the other, Camila Mendes reflected a newer Hollywood, younger, fast-moving, social media-driven, instantly shareable. Neither approach is wrong, but together, these moments quietly revealed something bigger about modern fame. Audiences today seem split between two worlds. One world craves non-stop updates, viral moments, and celebrity chaos. The other misses mystery. Mrs. Glamour. Mrs. Stars who walk into a room and somehow make silence feel louder than noise. And whether intentional or not, Penelope Cruz suddenly became the center of that conversation. Still, not everybody sees this moment the same way. Some reports and fan speculation suggest this appearance could signal renewed momentum in her public image. Others argue it's simply Ken doing what Ken always does, turning already respected stars into temporary internet obsessions for a few days. There's also chatter online wondering if upcoming film opportunities or industry recognition could follow renewed attention. But again, it's important to separate speculation from fact. Right now, those are conversations happening among fans and entertainment observers, not confirmed plans. Still, celebrity culture runs on momentum. And momentum matters. One appearance becomes 10 headlines. 10 headlines become renewed curiosity. Curiosity becomes interviews, projects, opportunities, and suddenly everyone starts saying the same thing. Wait, were we sleeping on this person the whole time? And if there's one thing Hollywood loves, it's rediscovery. But here's where things get even more interesting. The emotional reaction around Penelope's appearance may actually tell us more about audiences than celebrities themselves. Why did people respond so strongly? Why did one red carpet moment suddenly feel meaningful? Maybe it wasn't only about fashion. Maybe people are exhausted by overexposure. Exhausted by celebrities constantly shouting for attention. Maybe viewers miss quiet confidence. Maybe they miss stars who don't need controversy to dominate headlines. And maybe, just maybe, that explains why this Ken moment suddenly exploded online. Because for a brief moment, people remembered what movie star presence actually feels like. No scandal. No chaos. No desperate viral stunt. Just presence. And strangely enough, that felt new again. Of course, Ken has always been built on glamour. The festival turns appearances into headlines almost instantly. But even inside that environment, some moments hit differently. Penelope Cruz walking that closing ceremony carpet felt less like somebody trying to prove relevance, and more like somebody casually reminding the world they never really lost it. And perhaps that's why the reaction felt bigger than expected. Because the strongest celebrity moments aren't always loud. Sometimes they're quiet, unexpected, almost effortless. The kind that leaves people asking questions after the cameras stop flashing. So now the biggest question remains. Was this simply a stunning appearance from one of cinema's most recognizable stars? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a new chapter for Penelope Cruz? One where Hollywood, audiences, and maybe even younger fans suddenly start paying attention all over again? Whatever the answer is, one thing became impossible to ignore after Ken: people are talking. And when the internet starts paying attention to someone all over again, the next chapter is usually never far behind.